Hello, and welcome to Joanne's Healing Within. I am Joanne Andrew Barry Cologne, your certified personal trainer, intuitive healer, cosmic energy reader, mother, and wife, and I'm here to help you live your best life. I'd like to take a moment to remind you to share, like, and comment on today's show. And also to start off with, reminder to have your notebook and pen available because there'll be a lot of note-taking today. So have that put on aside just for the time being. I'd also like to take a moment to introduce our sponsors for this week's show, as I have a new one, but we're going to start with our regulars. So we have Good Chi Feng Shui, LLC. As usual, it's always a great time of year to feng shui your office space or your home, redecorate, change the energy in your home space, change the energy in office space. All it takes is moving one thing from a spot just to change the energy, which then also changes your energy as well, because when you walk into that space, you feel more energized and vibrant and alive, and helps you to breathe better, because as we do change things around, we often clean in the process of transforming the things in our space. Then we have Sherry Simpson, who is our transformational life coach. And she's there to help you change your perspective on your career, change your perspective on just on an overall you from the internal level. So she complements the feng shui that you're going to be doing as well. Then we have Nick Rafter, who is our real estate agent. He's going to help you find that perfect apartment or house. Since you've been doing the feng shui, you've been working on yourself, you're now ready and in perfect alignment for that new space that you're looking to live in. And our new sponsor for this week is Relax with Raquel, Key Mind Key Therapy, Intuitive Therapeutic Massage. She does everything from the internal work of massaging your deep tissues to help you really live your best life, so you can feel that you're feeling that you're living in your best life. So again, those are our sponsors for this week's show. I'd like to take a moment to set the energy for this week's show with a chakra balance, numerology, cosmic energy forecast reading. Yes, that is a big one, long name. Shorten it down to the cosmic energy forecast. And what I'd like to invite you to do is take a moment to close your eyes, put your feet down on the floor, get grounded, get centered, and just allow yourself to breathe, because sometimes we tend to forget to breathe. So I'd like you to focus in on breathing. And as you do that breath, I'd like you to take a moment just to think about where you are, what you would like to be doing, and what things you like to let go of that no longer serves, no longer fitting you. Whatever it might be, whether it's a physical, whether it's emotion, whether it's mental, or whether it's even spiritual for that matter, or all of the above. So as we shake up the cards, I'd like you to take a moment just to think about what it is you would like to hear guidance about. What kind of clarity are you looking for? And we're going to be pulling the card out. And here's our card for today. Interesting card that we have here. It is in reverse, and I only have one of these cards in the deck, and I'm just going to show it. It is reverse, which means everyone who's watching, viewers and audience, you need a Reiki treatment. That's what this is saying. You need a Reiki treatment. You need to realign your energy from inside out. And what exactly is a Reiki treatment? Well, a Reiki treatment is very similar to getting a massage, except there's no tension that goes along with the treatment. It's actually very invasive, and it's almost to the point where you're not being touched, where the practitioner hovers over your body and just runs the energy flow through your body. And it's actually energy that's coming from you to help get the energy to move. Because sometimes what tends to happen to us is when we're looking to have things in our lives and we're not seeing it manifest, usually means there's some energy within that's stagnant. It's almost like when we have to clean our house. If we have too much dust around, we can't breathe properly. So it's the same thing. It's recharging your internal system so you can actually feel better. And upon feeling better, emotionally you start to feel better, and physically you start to feel better, because emotionally and physically they are connected. When there are emotions that are not being dealt with, it creates physical discomfort in the body and causing us not to move so great. And when we're not moving great physically in our world, there is some sort of spiritual connection to that. So I'm inviting you to take advantage of a free Reiki treatment, and that Reiki treatment is compliments of myself, so feel free to reach out for your Reiki treatment. So anyone who's watching today will receive a free Reiki treatment. The chakra associated is the heart center. The heart center is all about the emotions that we are carrying. Whether it's happy emotions or heavy emotions, doesn't really matter what the emotions are, but we want to focus in on the heart today and take a moment to be in gratitude. We are always so quick to complain about things in our day. I like to invite you to take a moment to think about one thing you are grateful for today. And when you have that thought in mind, I like to invite you to say that out loud, and you can use the following affirmation by saying, I'm truly grateful, and then fill in your sentence to what it is you are grateful for. And if possible, try to stay in gratitude throughout the rest of the day so you can bring more gratitude into your life. Now, in regards to our number today, this one's a 00. Now, when we think about numerology, we always talk about numerology from 1 to 9. We very seldom talk about the 0 energy. Well, what the 0 energy actually means is that the energy is so powerful, so when it's followed by either a 1 or a 2 or 3, etc., it makes that number more powerful. So when we have that 00, I want you to think about, and I want you to visualize, anytime you see a number ending in a 00, know that that number is extremely powerful, and the message that's showing up from that actual number is letting you know that it's a powerful message for that day. So if you happen to see the number 100, letting you know that that 1 is being represented by a new beginning that's a very powerful new beginning. It's not just an ordinary new beginning. And now I know you're saying to yourself, what is an ordinary new beginning? It could be whatever it is you want it to be. But just think about that when you're seeing 100 today, or you're seeing 200, 200 means that that partnership that you're about to indulge in is going to be more powerful than if you just saw the number 2. So I want you to think about those 00s. And that's our guidance for today. So just again, anyone who's viewing today's show, you're being invited to take advantage of a free 30-minute Reiki treatment. All you have to do is reach out to me to schedule that appointment. You can definitely have it via Facebook video messenger or even through Zoom. And you can reach out to me through text, leaving your name and indicate that you watched today's show. That text number is 646-236-9155. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, I'm going to be introducing my guest for the day, who I'm really excited to have here today. He's been here before, and he's coming back on. We'll be right back.
Invites you to relax with Raquel for intuitive therapeutic massage, body work, and energy work. Chakra 1 therapy, essential oil classes, days off mini retreat, aura cleansing, individual and group meditation, and cacao ceremony. We welcome you. Relax with Raquel.
Hello and welcome back to Joanne's Healing Within. If you're just tuning in, remember to share, like, and comment on today's show. And so far I've discussed with you our chakra, which is the heart center, and the number 00 as that energy of the 0 being really powerful. And that again, for those of you who are just tuning in, you're going to be receiving a free Reiki treatment from me. So all you have to do is redeem that session by sending me a text saying that you're ready to take advantage of that treatment. And please be mindful that you must redeem that session By the end of today, we can schedule the appointment. Doesn't have to be done today, but you must redeem it today. So, I'd like to introduce our guests for today, Aris and Nina. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Aris, how are you today?
I'm good.
You're good? Are you excited to be here?
Yes.
Yes? Yes. This is your second time, right?
Yeah.
Nice, nice. So I've been sharing with the viewers in the audience as I've been doing my Facebook Lives about how you've been doing some meditation, you've been journaling, and when you first came on the show, we talked about vision boarding.
Yes.
Yes. Are you? You still have your vision board?
Yeah, I still have it in my room.
And do you look at it?
Yeah, I do look at it.
Has anything manifested from it?
The really good soccer player part is coming out.
Oh, okay. Good. Excellent. Excellent. So, what was it? Last week? I think it was last week during Mommy's session. I had given you some homework to do.
Yes.
Yes. So, what was that homework that I gave you? Remind me.
It was to meditate for 5 minutes
Okay.
and just let my mind think whatever it wants to think.
Okay. So now, when we talk about meditation, from your point of view, not my point of view, your point of view, what is meditation?
Just relaxing and letting your mind think.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And when you meditate, when you're saying relaxing and letting your mind think, are you focusing on a specific thought or are you just sitting quietly?
You just sit quietly, think of, just, for me, it's like whatever I just thought of, I think of.
Okay.
And then that thing leads to the next thing leads to another thing.
Wow. Now, when you meditated your very first time, do you recall how long your meditation was?
It was, I think, 3 minutes.
3 minutes. And how was that 3 minutes for you?
Felt like 10.
Felt like 10 minutes, huh? Wow. So now, because it felt like 10 minutes, when you were finished meditating, because I also believe I asked you to write down what you meditated about.
Yes.
Do you remember what you meditated about?
I have it here.
Of course, you can use your notes.
Where is it? I heard FIFA songs everywhere. I thought of my electronics and my real life pictures on my phone. And I thought of my, what's that called? Godson.
Okay, so let's go with the first thing. So you heard what? A FIFA song?
FIFA songs.
What's that?
So when I play FIFA 19, they have these songs in the background while you play, and I was just thinking of that.
Okay, and I'm going to put you on a spot. Are you able to recite the song?
Yeah,
Can you?
yeah.
Will you?
For what?
I want to hear it.
No.
Oh, okay. It's like, no. All right, so when you heard that song, what did it make you think of besides the game? Did it bring any other thoughts to your mind, or is it just literally just zooming in on the game?
It was just, like, whenever I thought of something, it was just in the background.
Okay, so it's just background sound.
Yeah, background sound.
Okay, all right. And then you saw, what else did you see in your meditation?
I saw my grandson.
Your godson?
Godson.
Yes. Now, when you saw your godson, was he doing anything?
No, I just remembered a picture of him on my phone.
Nice. And do you see him often?
No, he's in Greece. I only see him every summer for a month,
Oh,
2
wow.
months.
Wow. Did you just recently see him in the
Yeah.
summer? Nice. Is it possible that's why you visualized him in your meditation?
Probably.
And how did it make you feel to visualize your godson in your meditation?
It made me feel really good, especially with the song in the background.
Nice, nice, nice. And that was, in your mind, it was a 3-minute time meditation, but you felt like it was 10 minutes, very long.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Now, you did your meditation every day, almost every day this week, yes? Or during that course of the time?
Every day.
Every day. And,
I think I didn't do one day, but I did it in the morning.
okay. So tell me your experience about maybe your second time.
My second time felt like it was 2 minutes.
And how long was that one?
That one was in all 5, because for the first like 2.5 minutes, I told my mom, Mommy, I have too many things in my mind. I gotta write a little bit.
Oh.
So I wrote a little bit, and then for the next 3 minutes I thought, and then I wrote the rest down.
So from the first part of your meditation, you had a lot going on. So you decided you
Yeah.
needed to unload your brain by writing everything
Yes.
down. And then you decided to go back into the meditation where your mind was clear now.
Yes.
Excellent. And during that period of time, how long was the total meditation?
5 minutes.
And how long did it feel to you?
Like 5.
5 minutes? So it didn't feel like a
Yeah.
10-minute meditation, although it was
No.
only 5? So from the first meditation to your second meditation, did you notice a difference? Did you feel more calmer in the meditation where you were able to be more relaxed?
Yeah, wasn't. Yeah, because I was with my dad's. I think the second time.
So when you meditated
Yeah.
meditated the first time, you meditated with mom?
Yeah.
Okay, and when you meditated with dad, the second time was
third,
with dad.
fourth, and fifth.
And do you find a difference with meditating with them? Do they actually meditate with you? Or, tell me your experience about
Mom
that.
would meditate with me, but Dad doesn't.
Mhm.
But it feels different because Mommy meditates with me when I'm with her, but the lights are on and I'm on the couch.
Mhm.
But with Daddy, he doesn't meditate with me, but the lights are shut on my bed.
So which one do you like more?
It feels better to be with Mom,
Mhm.
but then again, I could concentrate better with the lights off.
Well, that was actually my question. Is in reference to which experience do you prefer? The lights on, the lights off?
Off.
And do you prefer to be sitting when you meditate or lying down when you
Lying
meditate?
down.
Lying down, good. And the lights off, so you can completely relax?
Yes.
Nice, nice. And Nina, for you, since you're here, how does it make you feel that your son is meditating? He's 9, yes?
He's 9.
9 years old. How does it make you feel that he's meditating?
I feel that it helps him get his thoughts together, as all 9-year-olds are. They're kind of all over the place and full of energy, and there's a million things going on, and they want to play with their electronics and watch TV and call their friends. I like that it's for 5 minutes where he actually has to stop thinking about everything and just focus on himself. And I think it's something that in the future will help him remember to focus on himself as opposed to everything else around him.
And hearing that, Aris, how does that make you feel?
Makes me feel really good. A little too grown up.
A little too grown up. Oh,
Yeah, I feel like I'm 14 now.
oh, okay. And why is this? How so? Can you
Because
explain that?
usually when you grow up more, you get more relaxed. But for now, relaxing is like the total opposite of what we do.
That is true. That is true. But I think that's one of the reasons why Mama wants you to meditate.
Yeah.
To sort of get you into a more calmer space that you can relax.
Because in my daily basis, what my mom said, I would go to school, play soccer, play some sport, play some more sports, play on my electronics, and then go to bed.
So you were very active.
I
Yes.
think as adults, we forget that we matter and that we need to spend 5 minutes to focus on ourselves and check in with ourselves and see what we're missing and what's important. And I think that creating that habit as a child is something that is going to help him in the long run.
Yes, I agree with that.
That's
Yes.
the point.
Yes, I
Right?
definitely agree with that. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
You know that in reference when we think about meditation, as you mentioned that you feel like you're an adult because you're meditating. You know, it's a good practice to have as a child because when we can get children to actually sit quietly enough, even if it is for 5 minutes, it gives them that moment of recognizing that they're important enough to slow down, that they don't have to be on this go, 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 as unfortunately adults do, is that we're constantly going. And we tend to forget to slow down. And that over time can create some unnecessary physical discomforts in our bodies.
Yes.
You know, so Mom is on the right track by suggesting to you to sit quietly for 5 minutes or even longer. I mean, you might find that the more you practice, that you might sit down and have the intentions of going for 5 minutes, but then finding out you're going to sit longer in it.
My goal was to start at 3 or 5 and then start working my way up 7, 10, 15.
Nice. I love the fact that you have a goal.
Baby.
I love the fact that you have a goal. You know, that you've actually said to yourself, I want to start with 3, and eventually just bring your notebook down just a little bit. There you go. That eventually you're working your way up to doing more, which is great. But also, be mindful not to be so hard on yourself that if for whatever the reasons are you're not able to do the longer time,
It doesn't really matter.
it doesn't matter. As long as you're allowing yourself that moment of quiet and no distractions for whether you do it 3 minutes or if you decide to do it for 10 minutes or 20 minutes. You're just allowing yourself to have that. Just sit down and just to sort of breathe. Make sense?
Yes.
Good, good. Now, also, just want to jump back into the vision board just for 1 second, because I know we spoke about that on the very first time you were here, about your vision boards. What encouraged you to want to do a vision board?
Well, I thought I get to draw my own thing. I get to draw and get my future. It's a win-win for me.
There you go.
It's fun and I get it done.
Now, with meditation and vision boarding, do you know that you can actually bring the two together?
Yes.
How so?
You can think of your vision board while you're meditating and manifest while you're meditating.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. And if you took something from your vision board that you wanted to focus in on to actually see it come into your reality, that's where you can spend that 10 minutes if you wanted to, focusing. So you don't necessarily have to sit in meditation and sit completely in silence. You can actually take a thought of what's on your vision board and just imagine yourself doing whatever it is that's on your vision board. Give me one thing that's on your vision board.
Becoming a soccer player is the whole entire thing.
I knew you were going to say that. So let's say hypothetically you were to sit and just visualize yourself in the team uniform that you would be playing, and actually on the field doing what you would be doing, playing soccer on that particular team as a professional, as an athlete, as a star, doing just that. Could you imagine seeing that and imagining it in your meditation?
Yes.
How would that make you feel?
It would make me feel great. Probably wouldn't want to stop meditating for 5 hours.
Wow. That's awesome.
I'm exaggerating, but
Of
you
course.
get it.
Of course, I do, yes. What I'd like for you to do for us, Aris, if you can give one tip to children your age about meditation, what would that be?
To just for 5, not even, for whenever you feel like it, at the end of the day, just sit down for a few minutes and just unwind. Think about what you want to think about. Let your mind expand.
Nice.
Even if it's only for 2 minutes, just do it.
Perfect. All right, so you heard it from Aris, just to sit and allow your mind just to think about whatever it is you want to think about. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to have more on Aris. We'll be right back.
Those dark nights of the soul, they suck. But anyway, we come out of them, and I'm going to share with you what mine look like and the tools I use to stay grounded, centered, and really present no matter what's going on around me. Don't forget to tune in, Strong Island TV with Joanne Angel Barry Cologne's show.
I'm Nick Rafter, founder and owner of Nick Rafter Real Estate. If you've ever bought, sold, or rented a home in the New York area, you know how difficult a process that can be. But that's where I come in. With years of experience and knowledge of the New York rental and sales market, I can help you navigate the difficult process of renting, selling, or buying a home. Let me help you find the place to be. Here in New York, the best place to be.
Hello and welcome back to Joanne's Healing Within. If you are just tuning in, remember to share, like, and comment on today's show. And we're going to dive right back into, as I have Aris and Nina here. Aris has been chatting about meditation, a little bit about his vision board, and a little of the journaling he's been doing with the meditation. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to invite Aris and Nina, and of course you as viewers can participate too. We're going to be doing a chakra balance meditation. And how this is going to work is both Nina and Aris are going to close your eyes, and you're going to sit as comfortably as you can without falling asleep. And I just want you just to focus in on your breath, just to breathe. Okay? And as you're going to focus in on your breath, and again, the viewers can do this too, so join us. Focusing on your breath, just allowing yourself just to breathe and just be in the moment. You're not thinking about anything. You're not going to be doing anything. You're just going to be sitting quietly. And I'd like you to zoom in. Now there were 7 colors associated with our chakras. And these colors are as follows. We have red, we have orange, we have yellow, we have green, turquoise, indigo, which is like a blue-purple color, and then there's purple. And I'd like you just to slowly imagine one of those 7 colors. And whatever those colors are, just keep that color in your mind. Just stay with that color and continuing to breathe. And all we're doing here is we're focusing on one color, and in a little while we'll figure out what color that is that's associated with the chakras. And just stay with that just for a little while. And remembering to breathe. Allow yourself to breathe and send the breath down to your feet. And bring the breath back up. Down to the feet. And bring the breath back up. And continuing to do that. And as you breathe, I want you to think about, as you take that inhale, I want you to inhale and see that color getting really, really bright. And as you exhale the breath, I want you to see that color getting big. Inhale, getting bright. Exhale, the color gets big. Inhale, getting bright. Exhale, the color gets really big. And just focus on that just for a moment. And now what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to focus in on letting go of anything that does not make you feel good. So as you take this breath in now, you're going to let go of anything that does not help you feel good. Just let it go. And as you inhale, now you're going to visualize things that help you feel good. So as you exhale, you're going to let go of what doesn't feel good. And as you inhale, you're going to focus in on what makes you feel good. So the exhale is what doesn't feel good. The inhale is what feels good. And just do that for a couple of seconds. Sitting with that. And now I'd like you again just to keep your focus in on that color. And now I'd like you to see a beautiful white light all around you, as though you're inside this bubble of a white light. You can even think of it as a balloon for that matter. That you're inside this beautiful white balloon. And that balloon is floating, as you might very well be. And now the balloon's going to very well settle down, that you can feel yourself back with your feet on the floor. Feeling yourself back in the space that you are in, whether it's your living room, your bedroom, the kitchen, the car, as long as you're not driving. And remembering the color that you've seen. And just focusing back onto your breath now. So you always want to breathe. And now become more mindful of your physical body being where you are. That you're sitting or you're lying down. Become mindful of it. Then become aware of your emotions. Become aware of your mental thoughts. And then your spiritual body. And now I'd like you to slowly begin to just feel your energy back into the space that you are in. Nina and Aris are going to feel their energy back on the couch here, feeling themselves back in the studio. You may want to move your fingers a little bit. You may want to move your legs a little bit. And when you are ready, you're going to slowly begin to open your eyes. Okay, and just take a minute just to center yourself and Just take a nice deep breath in. So, Aris, how was that for you?
Really relaxing. I
Yeah.
feel like I just woke up from a nap.
Wow. Interesting. And Nina, how was that for you?
Interesting.
Did you have a nap too?
I did not have a nap. It was very adventurous.
Adventurous. So he took a nap and yours was adventurous. Very nice. So let's start off with Aris. So Aris, what color did you see?
Indigo.
Indigo. Does that surprise me that you've seen indigo? Do you remember which chakra that one is?
Third eye?
Excellent. Third eye, yes, right here. Do you remember what the third eye does for you?
It makes you visualize the bigger picture.
It helps you to visualize the bigger picture, yes. So you saw the indigo. And when you saw the indigo, did you know right away that it was your third eye?
Yes.
Nice, very nice. And when I asked you to focus in on the color getting bigger and brighter and letting things go that didn't feel good, how did that feel to you?
So it felt like when it came in, it was small and light blue. And when it went out, it was really big and indigo.
Nice. And were you able to connect anything that didn't feel good that as you exhaled it out?
My mind was clear.
Good. Very nice.
There was nothing, good or bad.
Okay, so and when I had you think about breathing in and taking in good things, were you able to visualize that? Anything good going in?
That I'm relaxing, I'm on the show.
Okay, excellent, excellent. All right. So this was this the first time you've actually done what we call a guided meditation, where someone actually guided you?
No, yes.
Yes. So now you have an experience of being guided, and then you have an experience of more or less sitting and just focusing on breathing, or just focusing on just sitting quietly.
Yes.
Yes. So between the two, which would you like to do more of?
They both feel good. This one feels like a nap. The other one isn't as relaxing,
Mm-hmm.
but I just let my mind go from here to there, back and forth.
Nice. Very nice. I love that. I love that. And Nina, for you, which color did you see?
So I saw indigo.
Oh, look at this.
However, when I was supposed to breathe in and out, it turned to yellow.
Oh, so your breath changed the color. Very interesting. Very interesting. And for you, were you able to, as we were exhaling out, letting go of things that didn't feel good for you? Were you able to do that? And when you're breathing in, were you able to bring in things that felt good for you? Nice, nice. And now, I know for you, you have done many guided meditations. Have you done meditations such as what Aris does, where you just really sit and not focus on anything?
Sometimes.
And which one do you prefer?
Both.
You like them both?
I like them both because sometimes I like to just sit there and see where it goes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of a surprise.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Not that the guided one isn't also.
Yes.
But, you know.
Yeah. Yes. Well, I think with meditation in general is always a surprise, because you just really what you think you might see or visualize is not always the case.
Correct.
Yeah. You know, it ends up being a total surprise right off the back. Yes. So Aris, for you, again, if you had to give a tip to the kids out there regarding meditation, and let me see, regarding meditation, how about let's give a tip on journaling. What kind of tip can you give them on journaling?
So for journaling, you don't have to write like a whole story or something. You could if you want to. Just write 2 or 3 sentences, just something that you want to happen, that you like, that makes you happy. 2 to 3 sentences. That doesn't have to be a lot.
Now, have you ever journaled when you've had a bad day and wrote down your thoughts when you were not in such a good mood?
I've never really had a bad day.
Oh, well, that's nice to hear. I'm glad to hear that. Well, if for whatever the reasons are that should ever happen for you, that you have a bad day, maybe you might want to try to journal whatever it is that's going on that's causing you to have a bad day and see how that works for you. But at the same token, I'm just wishing you to have continuous great days that you're having, because that's just awesome to have great days every day. So excellent, Excellent. How do you feel?
I feel very relaxed.
Feel very relaxed? Very good. Excellent. So again, we're going to take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to be coming back to do a card reading. Aris is going to get a card reading today. Are you open to doing that today, Aris?
Yes.
And maybe Mama will get one too. Ooh. So we'll be right back.
Experience Feng Shui interior design for your home or office. Good Chi Feng Shui LLC can transform your home or workspace, no matter how large or small, into a harmonious, rejuvenated environment. Good Chi Feng Shui LLC. Call or email to schedule an appointment for a consultation today.
Hi there, my name is Sherry Simpson. I am a transformational life coach. I healed an autoimmune disease of the thyroid called Graves' disease, and I like to help people heal themselves now. I did this completely naturally using many methods, and I believe connecting into my spirituality really had a huge impact for me. So I like to help people get to the root cause of issues, and I do that by allowing you to tap into your higher self and by asking your subconscious and your higher self questions about what it is that you need to do to heal. So I look forward to connecting with you soon. Namaste.
I'm Nick Rafter, founder and owner of Nick Rafter Real Estate. If you've ever bought, sold, or rented a home in the New York area, you know how difficult a process that can be. But that's where I come in. With years of experience and knowledge of the New York rental and sales market, I can help you navigate the difficult process of renting, selling, or buying a home. Let me help you find the place to be. Here in New York, the best place to be.
Hello and welcome back to Joanne's Healing Within. If you are just tuning in, remember to share, like, and comment on today's show. And so far we've shared a lot of information about meditation and journaling and even some vision board work. So I'm hoping that you've caught it all and you've taken some notes down. And I'm just kind of curious. I think there's a flyer in reference to some information that people can contact Aris if we can show that. Therefore, if anyone has any questions that they'd like to ask him directly, they'll feel free to email him. And you can ask him directly, and I'm sure he'll be more than happy to give you some insight. Aris, do you have an email address that you can recite to them? Do you know Mommy's email address? Can you read that? Otherwise, Mom can read it.
Mom, good.
It's NINAKI818@gmail.com.
Yeah, so you can reach out to Aris should you have any questions about meditation, journaling, or even vision boards, and I'm sure he'll be really happy to answer those emails and even help you out for that matter. Right, Aris?
Yes.
Since I'm just sort of volunteering your time. Yeah. So now I'm going to hand Aris the cards, and he's going to shuffle up the deck. Now, how we do this, Aris, is as you're shuffling up the deck, I'm sure you have one question that you would like to get some guidance on. So if you can ask that one question out loud to whatever it is you would like guidance on. And whoops, once you're ready, you're going to shuffle those cards. And you're going to pull one card out after you spread the cards on the table. So spread them out. Okay, do you have a question?
My question is, I don't have one.
You don't have a question?
Just
All right.
ask any question.
You don't have to have a question. If you don't have a question, you don't have to ask a question.
Which card is the best one in this pile?
Which card is the best one in this pile? All right, to help you manifest and visualize and journal, huh?
It's one of these.
All right, so grab the one that's best for you. I love how he energetically pulls his card. All right, so we're gonna, oh, here we go. He's got 3 that he's choosing from, and he's eliminating. Oh, this is an interesting way of doing a card reading. Huh, I've never tried it that way. So, here we go. Oh, I like this card. It's called Change.
Ooh.
So Aris has a change coming in, and I think theoretically his change was just how he pulled his card, in reference that you did elimination. You pulled 3, you energetically felt the energy from the card, and then you pulled 3 cards out, and rather than using all 3, you decided to energetically feel it out to see which card was the best card for you. So when you hear the word change, what do you feel like is going to change for you?
Well, for right now, it feels like we're gonna get first. When I hear it next time, maybe like after this next game I have on Saturday, that's what it feels like.
So first place?
Yes.
So now for first place to happen, that means something has to change with the way you guys practice, I'm assuming. Or,
Yes.
Yes, right?
Yes.
All right. Or even what you might even, this is what I'm hearing for you, if you're interested in doing this, maybe even talking to your coach and asking your coach if you can all do a 5-minute visualization about how the game's going to go. You think you'd be up to doing that?
Well, we kind of already do it and during the game.
Nice.
Because when the game starts,
Uh-huh.
we're all like, this game, we're going to win it.
Oh, okay. So you're
From
doing
the start.
You're doing a verbal visualization. You're verbalizing.
Yeah.
You're setting the intention. Awesome.
Yeah.
I love that. Now, do you know what color that what chakra that color is associated with?
Oh, which one is it? Throat, I believe.
Perfect. I love it. I love it. He learns really well. So yes. So this is your throat chakra. And what does your throat chakra do for you?
It changes how you communicate.
Okay. And if for whatever the reasons are, your throat chakra happens to be a little blocked, what does that mean for you? Do you know?
To me, it means that I don't know.
All right,
I've
let me
never
ask a
really
different.
Gone over these.
Let me ask a different question. Do you ever have a day where you're not saying really nice things about yourself?
No, not really.
Okay. Do you ever have a day where you hear somebody say not nice things about themselves?
Yeah, I have had
Okay.
those.
Okay. So when someone is speaking what I like to call negative talk, it means their throat chakra is not clear. And that creates negative self-talk, that we actually say things to ourselves that are not really nice, or we may even say it out loud. But yet, when we're saying nice things about ourselves or to other people, it helps our throat to be open and active. Now, do you always speak what you're thinking?
Normally, no.
No.
Sometimes I keep it to myself.
Okay. Now, what you're keeping to yourself, are they nice things or not so nice things?
Usually, I keep the not so nice things.
Okay. Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So now, in reference to the number, we have a 5 here. Okay. Now, what's your favorite number? Do you have a
10.
favorite number? Oh, okay. Good. 10's your favorite number. So when we think about the number 5, which is half a 10, when you think about it, 5 is all about when we have change, freedom, and also fun and adventure. So the 5 showing up for you is letting you know there's obviously change coming. There's going to be some sort of freedom going on for you, where you're going to be freeing yourself of something, but that's also going to move into some fun and adventure. And I get that relating to more of your soccer game. Does that sound like fun to you?
Uh-huh.
Ah, very nice. So I like the message here. I like the message that there is change coming, and you do use your throat chakra to speak, and you don't say rude things to people, which is nice. And the number 5 is just going to follow you, letting you know that there's change coming and there's some fun and adventure on its way.
When I think of the 5, I think of what you said, it's half a 10.
Mm-hmm.
And that usually I'm a defender in soccer.
Okay.
And in soccer, usually the defending numbers are 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6. And then in the 20s. But number 5 is a defender number, just like I'm a defender.
Oh, okay. Now, do you have numbers on your team shirts?
Yes, I'm number 23.
I didn't even know you had a number on your shirt. Look at that. You're number 23. And do you know what number 23 ends up to? This
5.
is very interesting.
5.
You just made the show really, really interesting. Your shirt on the back of your number on the back of your shirt equals out to 5. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting? How's that make you feel to know that the card you pulled, energetically after pulling out 3 cards, equals out to the number you have on the back of your shirt?
It feels so enlightened. It feels so good.
Mm-hmm.
It feels
Yes. So let's break down the number 2-3 that's on the back of your shirt. Okay, so that 2 energy. Okay, when we talk about energy, it holds the vibration of a partnership. So when you're on your soccer team, there's a partnership going on because you have other kids there with you playing a game.
Yeah.
So each and every one of you play a huge role to that team.
Yes.
It's not just about you and it's not just about them. It's about coming together as a partnership, which is nice.
Coach says that all the time.
Yes, yes. So that there's no I in team, as they say, right? There's no I in team. So it's not just about you winning the game. It's about the whole team winning the game and coming together so you can do that. Nice. And then your number has a 3 behind it, which is what our chakra is associated to, which is how we communicate. You know, positive reinforcement when we play our game and cheering each other on when they're out there doing what they have to do.
That's exactly what I do when I'm on the bench. I cheer them on. And when I'm playing, what was that other thing? I speak positively, like we're going to win this game.
Perfect. I love it. I love it. I love it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to hand over the cards to Mama. So Nina, you're going to pull those cards together, shuffle them up, and you two are going to ask a question, and then you're going to spread them out. Now you may not do as well as Aris did with spreading them and then energetically pulling them and separating, but do the best you can because you know it's a hard act to follow after that.
Wouldn't it be interesting to feel my card?
If I
Just
pulled
like
your
you felt,
card,
just like you did the indigo thing.
Interesting.
that would be interesting.
Interesting.
It'd be interesting if I asked you a question.
Oh my God.
And then you pulled out my card.
My God, we're gonna end the show right now.
There we go. All right. So what's your question there, Nina? What does Nina need to know today? I know there's a million questions, but all you have to do is ask one of them.
So I guess we'll ask. We've already discussed the new job and the new house. We'll talk about a new relationship. How's that?
All right.
All right.
So the question is about a new relationship. Is that the question?
That's
All right.
That's it.
And we're in reverse here.
Of course we are.
Of course we are, because that's what happens, okay? Just so the audience and viewers can see, reverse, okay?
38.
Yes, 38 is the number. And since Iris pointed out the number, we'll go there first. So we have 38. So 3 is showing up again from our first card, which is all about how we communicate. And that 8 is about the abundance that we have in our lives based on, as Mama just said, about the career, the new house, and the possibly new relationship. So when we add them up, we get an 11. Okay, and 11 comes out into connecting with our higher self. Now, when we think about the 11, we're now going to bring it down to a single digit, which brings us into a 2, which is our partnership, which is really interesting because it's the same numbers that show up on the back of your card.
2 and 3.
Yes, we're right back to where we started. Interesting enough. So that 2, as answering to Mama's question, is about the partnership, okay? The partnership that she's looking to have in the relationship.
I'm staring right at that teacher because she's going to teach her friends for the exam.
Okay, and now since he's talking about the affirmation, we're going to dive into there. So here we have it as a master teacher. So Nina, as your son just very nicely mentioned, that yes, obviously you have teaching skills. And based on what you attended yesterday on the Reiki class, that's also taking you to a different level of teaching as well. So yes, there is definitely, even though you didn't ask about the career part, but there's definitely some sort of change in reference to that as well. So I do believe the number answers the question that you asked about the partnership, and the affirmation is going to answer the question that we didn't ask about the career. And then when we think about the chakra, we're back to our full circle here because now we have our third eye again. So we're creating with our third eye that relationship that you're looking to have and all the things you're looking to do in your career. How's that sound?
Sounds pretty good.
Sounds pretty good? All righty. So, now for my viewers out there, for anyone who's interested in having a one-on-one chakra balance, numerology, cosmic energy forecast reading, all you have to do is email me at healingwithin76@gmail.com. Indicate that you'd like to have a 30 or 60-minute reading. I will get back to you to set up that appointment and also send you my PayPal, and we'll take it from there. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to go for the conclusion. We'll be right back.
Hi there. My name is Sherry Simpson. I am a transformational life coach. I healed an autoimmune disease of the thyroid called Graves' disease, and I like to help people heal themselves now. I did this completely naturally using many methods, and I believe connecting into my spirituality really had a huge impact for me. So I like to help people get to the root cause of issues, and I do that by allowing you to tap into your higher self and by asking your subconscious and your higher self questions about what it is that you need to do to heal. So I look forward to connecting with you soon. Namaste.
Hello and welcome back to Joanne's Healing Within. If you are just tuning in, remember to share and like today's show. And what I like to do is, again, have Aris give you another tip regarding, what would you like to give a tip on now? Because we talked about the meditation, we talked about the journaling. What kind of tip would you like to give?
Actually, I was thinking on the card pulling because, as you said, it's interesting how I eliminated to the 3, then the 2, and then I finally picked the card.
Yes. So what kind of tip would you give with that?
So how I thought it was, you just spread out the cards. If it's bunched up, it doesn't matter. And then whichever bunch has the most energy, start spreading it out, start eliminating from there. And then, as you saw, just eliminate until the final one with the best energy.
Nice. And how did it make you feel today to actually get a chance to shuffle the cards and ask a question, even though you didn't have a specific question, but to use the cards today to get some guidance?
It felt really kind of weird, actually, because every single thing was adding up.
Yes. Now, you know Mommy has a deck of cards at
Yes.
home, right? Do you ever use hers?
I did once, I think.
Okay. Okay, well, maybe going forward now you can pull a card in the morning and sort of set your intention and inspiration for the day and see how that goes for you. Yeah?
I kind of already do that, except I do it with my angel for during the day.
Very nice, very nice. So again, I'd like you to share your email address so the viewers can reach out to you should they have any questions that they want to know about.
NINAKI818@gmail.com.
Okay. So I'd like to add to a little more on the tips that Aris just shared about in regards to card readings, because most people think card readings are strictly for adults, but I've just demonstrated that card readings can be done on children as well, as long as they are in awareness and understand what they are actually doing. They're a lot of fun, they're intuitive, and they can definitely help to set the intention and help a child raise their vibration as well. Because as adults, children too do suffer with stress and anxiety, and these are a really fun way to decrease anxiety and stress and anything else they may be experiencing. And having a card reading is a lot of fun. It's almost like a motivator. And what's more exciting than finding a number and an affirmation and a color that can actually raise your vibration and gain some clarity from? So I highly recommend that having children, to allow them to use cards and play with them and gain some insight from the cards. So that's the tip for today on card readings as my cosmic energy forecast. And I do offer a cosmic energy forecast on Fridays, so feel free to have your children join in and pull a card as well and allow them to sit in and share their input to what the card meant for them. So I'd also like to invite you to any of the events I have going on at my facility in Queens, in Auburndale at Holistic Fitness. I ask that you call first before coming, as I always like to have time to sit with you. And you can reach me at 646-236-9155. I have amazing events going on. There's too many to actually speak of right now, but you're welcome to call me and ask about those events. If you are interested again in getting your own card reading, all you have to do is send me an email, healingwithin76@gmail.com. Specify whether you want a 30 or 60-minute reading, and I'll be more than happy to get back to you. I'll let you know the rates, the different packages that I do offer for card readings. And if you are interested in a personal training session or even holistic nutrition coaching, I'm available for that as well. There is just so much to choose from at my facility as I focus on the whole body, not just one particular thing, to help you become the better version of who you are. I'd like to give a big shout out to Bobby and Rudy for making this show possible, putting it all together. And a big shout out to my guests today, Nina and Aris, for being here, and Aris for sharing all that you've shared and inspiring children of your age to do what you're doing. It is powerful, inspirational, and I was really excited about today's show to have you here. So thank you so much for being here today. And I'm looking forward to see how things go with the changes that are coming in your life.
Yes.
So thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, thank you. So we'll see you all next week at the same time. Have a great day and enjoy the day. Bye for now.